Good news. Keep the dog could make its owner a long life. Many people keep a dog because it is love or care for the animal. However, did you know that behind the pleasure keep dogs, there are benefits to your health? It could even make you more longevity. How can that be? A study on Sweden discusses the relationship between keeping a dog that is associated with a longer lifespan. Check out his review here. Do keep a dog can make their owner long life? This research was conducted by a team of experts at Uppsala University in Sweden. The study brought together national data that records of health information 40 to 80-year-old citizen and compare it with data dog ownership. They focus on the 3.4 million people who do not have a history of cardiac disorders in 2001 and followed the health history of the research participants until 12 years later, including the moment the participants reported when starting to observe the dog. Starting January 2001, Sweden does indeed oblige their citizens to report to the government if it kept the dog. Each visit to the hospital chronicled in national data. The results of the study were published in the scientific report. This research was proving a positive effect keep the dog. The study said that by having a pet dog make more longevity. According to the study, said that keeping a dog can lower the risk of death by up to 33% and lower the risk of death caused by heart disease by up to 36%. For those who still are single or living alone, kept the dog can lower the risk of heart attack by up to 11%. Meanwhile, for married couples, the risk of death from heart disease can also be pressed up to 15%. Based on such research, found that people who keep dogs have a lower risk of heart illness. A dog called will make the owner more physically active, improve social bonds, and can change the microbiome bacteria in the body of the owner. Microbiome is a group of microorganisms in the human intestine. Microbiome on the human body can change due to environmental change in the doghouse with the litter. Improve the social bond owner can lower the levels of stress, which is the main cause of the increased risk of developing heart disease. Therefore, people who keep dogs have a greater opportunity to have longevity and to avoid heart disease. The reason, according to the World Health Organization, WHO, heart disease is the #1 biggest killer worldwide. Keep the dog the greater the chance of longevity in people who live alone. Researchers also say that dogs have a protective effect against people who are living alone or living single. The protective effect is especially prominent for people living alone, which has been found to have a higher risk of early death than those who live with others. People living alone with a dog had a 33% reduced risk of death and 11% decrease in the risk of heart disease, compared with people who live alone without a dog. Dog owners also tend to be much more active in doing sports. Generally, people keep a dog while more often invites his dog for a walk out of the house and get the positive effects as exercise. This certainly will make the body become more healthy and fit, and can maintain the health of your heart.